Is someone in the kitchen with Dinah? How many people know that reference? Let me know in the comments below. But anyways, welcome to the channel. My name is Different Breed, and I want to get better at this game, and my goal is to help you get better as well. More specifically, in this video, I'm gonna help you get better at spotting people. We are going on the map Outback, and we're gonna be looking into the restaurant kitchen area. And hopefully, if anybody goes in there, we're gonna spot them. If you want to showcase any of your spots, go ahead and hop over to my Discord. I have a channel, Gadget Spots channel. You can post it up in there. Doesn't have to be just cams, can be anything, and they might end up in a video. So for our first camera here, I'm gonna give you 6, potentially 8 camera spots with this one in this one specific area here, and that is because we are going to put it right here in this light. So go ahead and toss it up here. And then you can see that it's a little bit hidden over there, but what we can see is almost every part of the kitchen here. This whole half of the restaurant on the south side. We can't really see too much on the north side. We can't see the entrance over there. But if you try to put it in a different light, then you'll be able to go ahead and see it. Now looking at this from the attacker point of view, then there's a camera right there. You can kind of see it. If I move, you can see it. If I move a little bit closer, then it's there if I'm looking for a camera, right? If I'm looking for a camera and I know one's gonna be around, then yeah, that's gonna be a little bit more of an obvious camera than what we've, seen in the past. So let's see if we can go ahead and knock this even further back. Trying to get it on the side wall instead of on that actual light there. And I don't think that's gonna do anything, which it definitely didn't. In fact, it made it worse. So if you're gonna do this, try to put it on the light itself. Oh, how about that, right in the corner? So you can see that, so these cameras are convex, which means that they actually dip out. So the camera is like this. The bulb itself is inside, so on the sides, they're actually a little bit higher up. So getting that camera onto the sides there will bring it a little bit higher, and looking at it will yield a little bit better result, but not too much of a better result, I would say. It's still, a cam that's on a light that isn't really that hidden, but you can try and toss it in some of these areas over here. So let's actually see another one. So tossing it in this corner one right here and doing that little up part on the side, you're gonna be able to see that it's actually looking through this grate here. And if we look as the attacker, then we can see that it's completely obvious. So use this at your own risk. You might want to more so use this in the back areas over here where people aren't gonna be super around. Or, the areas tucked away like over here where it's not that commonly looked at. But keep in mind that it is actually a way more obvious camera than I was hoping it was gonna be. But it is. As you can see, there is no getting around the fact that this is a camera right here. The lights aren't helping at all. Hiding behind the grate's not helping at all. We just got nothing here, so we're just gonna have to deal with the fact that it's gonna be like that. But there's 8 camera spots. Because there's 8 lights. Oh, and of course you can retrieve this. So staying out here, most of the people hit this jukebox. It's super annoying when you're trying to hear footsteps and all the feetsies happening around. But what you can do too is you can also toss a cam inside. Now what's pretty awesome is that you can toss it in there and it actually doesn't break the glass that's right here. Jukebox is still intact, and it's pretty interesting. Now when you turn this on, you see a bright blue light. So if you look at this as the attacker, then that bright blue light doesn't stop anything, and it's clear that it's a cam right in here. So I would suggest knocking this out, hitting this jukebox, so that there's actually not anything going on, which gives them no reason to look at this jukebox and to want to attack it. And if you don't hit this jukebox at all, you can't retrieve this camera. It's once you hit the jukebox is when you can actually retrieve the camera. The glass disappears, you can go ahead and retrieve it. My suggestion for this jukebox is to actually put this right into the middle and have it hanging on the ceiling here. Actually, that was where I wanted it. It was right here, because then it kind of blends in and looks like it's more of like part of the jukebox itself and part of the decorations. And you'll be able to see, you know, this front door here, this staircase, the shark stairs, and over here at the restaurant side south, and that entrance over there to the room I can't remember the name of right now. But you, as the attacker, you know, yeah, it's, you know, a camera. It's got the light of a camera, but this is a blue jukebox. So being blue, it might blend into other people. Other people might not notice that, hey, this is actually a camera in here. So that might, the colors itself just might help you get away with this camera being inside of here. But just note that it's not really that completely hidden. Although you can't sledge it. But if you want to get this back, you can definitely get this back right behind the attackers. They don't even know you took it. For this next camera, we're gonna go ahead and get into the kitchen door right here and look at this cabinet over here. Now this is already knocked out for us, so people might already be used to this decoration being here and won't be too worried about it. So we can go ahead and toss the camera right inside of there, and we'll be able to see almost the entire kitchen area here. Although you might want to be a little bit careful with this camera while you're being on it, because if you look as an attacker, it's going to be a dark area that has a light in it. So it's going to be pretty obvious that a camera is right there. There's no question about it. Yeah, there's definitely a camera there. You're going to want to hop on this, do your call outs, and then hop off, and hopefully then nobody just sticks on it, because if anybody is going to stick on it, it's going to stand out. So if you put it up and you decide you don't want it, you can definitely get it back. So now let's help out your thermite over here. Right in the kitchen, underneath this storage rack over here, we're gonna toss it right next to these potatoes over here. And with that, we're gonna be able to see this entire wall here. So the thermite's planting his breach charge on here. We're gonna be able to tell our Kaid, we're gonna be able to tell our bandit to go ahead and, or whatever other op that's gonna be denial in the future, to put down their gadgets right here so that they can stop that thermite from doing the thing that he wants to do. And as an attacker, if I was thermite and I planted my thing down here and I was like, why is this getting shot out? And I'm looking around, yeah, I guess you can kind of see like the end of this here. So you want to be a little bit careful with that right there, because it doesn't look like you will be able to see it, but you can see just the bottom little crest. And then if you go ahead and crouch, you'll be able to see the entire thing. So you want to watch out for that. Now the reason I put it up here as well and not down here is because there's a drone hole. So if drones just come through here, they're gonna be noticing that there's a camera in this bottom portion here. In fact, let's look at that. So we can grab this camera here, and if we toss it underneath, let's just say we toss it right into this corner, then we're not gonna be able to see the whole wall, right? But we'll be able to tell our bandit, like, hey, he's over there. I can hear him planting on the east side, right? Because we can see the middle panel and we can see the west panel. So there's that. And if an attacker is coming in with this drone over here, he's gonna be able to see that. And that's actually gonna be front and center on his screen. There's no question about that. There's a camera there. And even if he didn't want to look at it, like, what is the drone gonna do? Is the drone's gonna come in like this, come in this way and go like this? Like, no, it's not gonna happen. They're gonna drive straight through this hole. They're just gonna come around this corner and be like, all right, let me get in here real quick. Oh, there's a camera right here. So I don't know how many people use this drone hole. I've actually never used that drone hole, but it exists. So the only other better spot here would be right between these potato sacks here. I don't know why I can think of that word. So it'd be right here, instead of in this corner, right here. You can try either one of those spots. I would say those are the two best ones on this, actually all these racks over here. So good luck. Oh, also you can retrieve this one as well. So, and then we got another one out here looking at the restaurant itself. So we can go ahead and toss it right here on this sign. It's gonna be a little bit easy, as you can see right there. And turning it on, we're gonna be able to see like I said, the restaurant area here. Now this pillar right in the middle of our screen is gonna really mess up looking at the south area over here. And we can see that as we come out here. If this sledge is heading towards the door, then you're not really gonna be able to see that. However, you can see this thermite panel. So if you wanna protect this thermite wall here, then you can go ahead and do that. But if people are just coming over here and they're coming into this main door and they're going to attack the doorway over here, you're not gonna be able to see them. The doorway to the gear store, you're not gonna be able to see them. It's just not gonna happen. And if an attacker was trying to look for this camera, then hello. It's obvious. The solid camera, or the solid background with the light when the things and the everything, and it's a red and a blue, but if you're off of it, it might get overlooked. Because it might just get thrown in with some decoration. You might even want to throw it towards the wires over here. So you can retrieve this, which is nice. And then you can go ahead and toss it like where these wires are. And I kind of want to get it on the side. I feel like you're going to have a better luck having it underneath the back of the camera on the bottom of the sign here. Like that. So if you do something like that, then that might get overlooked because maybe they're thinking that it's something going to this wire here. So I don't know. Think about that in the future when you're trying to go ahead and implement some cam ideas. You can try to see what the scenery is and try and match it with the scenery. If you want to see other areas of this map or any other maps, check out the playlist linked on your screen right now. Don't forget to post your spots in the Discord. Until next time, stay different.